This is the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and you are listening to the Wrestling POV podcast.
Wrestling POV content may not be suitable to audiences. Your discretion is advised.
Wrestling POV is preposterous, is obnoxious, is atrocious, is ridiculous, is churlish, is interesting, but stupid! Wrestling POV is your point of view, bring you 20 years of change in the wrestling business. From the spotlight to the polls, from birthdays to hot tech news, wrestling news, rumors, and injury report, covered by the greatest in the whole damn sport. This week in wrestling, who made the book? 5 second shuffle, pay-per-view, points games. Love, peace, and wrestling is what they're all about. So sit back, kick back, and hear them all out.
Hello, hope all is well. This is John Laryngitis. Tony Diaz just have to tell you, we are having a few budget cuts, and we have to let you go. We wish you well on your future endeavors.
Jesus Christ. I just got cut.
Oh, I'm serious. This is just, I don't know why you're laughing. Rick Serrano III, he's worth $1 million, so we have to let you go.
Bad, huh?
Yeah. Clay, I'm sorry, you too. We wish you luck in your future endeavors.
Jesus Christ, man.
That's crazy, bro. Crazy, man. It looks like I'm going to be running the show solo. Thank you, John Laryngitis.
Yeah. It's
I'm a
amazing.
turd doesn't mean I can't do it by myself.
It's just amazing how this, and it was on the exact day a year ago.
Yeah.
You guys got released.
Yeah.
Jesus, a total of what, 10 people?
Yep.
10 people? And it's funny because the ones that a lot of people are talking about is Billy Kay and Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
It's fucked up how everybody does it. Yeah, fuck 'em.
Right? Right? After all this talk about Peyton Royce,
Yeah.
and it's just like everybody's just like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Well, she'll go with her husband, Sean, in
Nah.
AEW. No, that's okay. You know, it's like, wow. And Samoa Joe, I think they dropped the ball on him too. But it kind of makes sense, though, with the whole announce team changing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I thought he was going back to the ring.
I did
didn't
too.
Yeah.
I think we all did. I think we said that on a previous episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
That we want to see him and shit like that. But man, and CM Punk even took on to Twitter.
Yeah.
That if he comes back in the ring, he wants to go up against Samoa Joe.
Nice.
So did the WWE drop the ball on both of these talents? And I'm gonna say yeah, I mean, especially because of the fact that Billy Kay was just on WrestleMania.
Yep.
Samoa Joe was just on WrestleMania. None of the other guys, Bo Dallas, Tucker, Kalisto,
Wesley Blake,
Wesley Blake,
Chelsea Green, Mickey James,
Mickey James.
Mojo Rawley.
It is funny because Mojo was like the last one to know that he was getting moved.
He got the last call.
Yeah. But I mean, I that's another name too, though. Mickey James. I think they're dropping the ball on her, and I think when they did that little test run, I'm assuming it was
Commentary.
I think she knocked it out the park, and maybe that's what they were going to go with her. But she expressed more opinions on wrestling.
Yeah.
Than doing that, I'm sure, and I'm sure that's what she told them. So they were like, "Oh, all right, bye."
No, but Billy Kay, I mean, Billy Kay was the worst one. I feel like I just don't know what they didn't see, but apparently the executive producer.
I got news on that.
The executive producer was just like, he didn't see it.
Yeah.
What didn't you see? She's gold, Jerry, gold.
Yeah.
She had it all.
We'll talk about that part of it on the rumors, and then I'll bring out the name in that one. But that hurt.
Peyton Royce,
She deserves to stay. Chelsea Green, listen, this is why I'm not upset about Chelsea Green and Samoa Joe.
Mhm.
They could not stay healthy.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. Why am I paying you? You can't stay healthy. So I understand that. But she's apparently go ahead, Clay.
No, that's what sucks about it. Is like they are really talented, both Chelsea and Samoa, both, and the health problems. You know, it sucks. That's what sucks about it.
And what's crazy that Samoa Joe, the latest concussion he had, was filming a damn commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah, you know, and I get it. They do take concussions pretty serious, as well as they should. But you know, Samoa Joe, it's like, you know, that was I don't know. It's just,
but all right, we got to do it. Is Billy Kay, Peyton Royce on their way to AEW? Are the Iconics on their way?
I would think it'd be smart for them to go to AEW. They would impact that women's division big time.
Yeah.
Impact?
Oh, yeah. See what
no pun intended.
Well, I mean, think about it this way. If those that don't know, Peyton Royce is married to Sean Spears.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to be together all the time, same workplace, I've seen it where the couples don't do that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mickey James.
Mickey James is one of them. Her husband is Nick Aldis. He's the NWA World Champion. But I do see them together again, though.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously they won't be called the Iconics. They'll find out a different name, and I think they're still going to do the iconic thing, you know, gesture, or, you know, rhythm. So that'll be funny.
All right, I look at this list of people that got released. Bo Dallas is not going to wrestle anymore.
No,
I think
he's been doing that farm thing with Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I think Samoa Joe and Mickey James go back to Impact.
Oh,
I think Kalisto definitely goes to AEW.
Yeah, and be with the Lucha Brothers. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Billy Kay, I think she's done. I don't think maybe Impact, and I think Peyton Royce definitely goes to AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not together, huh?
No.
No, you brought up Kalisto. Gotta ask though, this is weird to me. You know how he was obviously part of the Lucha House Party.
Yep.
So I wonder if there was some kind of tension or heat or something going on because they didn't release the other two guys.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But they got rid of Kalisto. So he was semi-active. It's not like he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Well, when they split them up, Kalisto was doing nothing on SmackDown. He was.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there were times where he kind of was, but nothing.
He was doing backstage segments with like Sasha.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. This was crazy. At the same time last year too, they did this. So, but I did hear this. I did hear that they said that like Vince is at the point of he doesn't see AEW as competition, so he's not going to hold on to these people. But the thing of it is, what fucking pisses me off is that as far as profits go, he made a lot of money.
Yeah,
he made a lot. It's not like he lost money. He made a lot of money still, and he still did these budget cuts. It's like, wow, dude. You know, with some of them, I can't agree. Like I said, you pointed out Samoa Joe and Chelsea Green. I totally get that. I really do. Because they are injury prone. And as a business owner, I'd be like, why am I going to pay you if all you're going to do is get hurt? And I can't use you. But at the same time, they were using Samoa Joe in the commentary role. So it was kind of like working out either way. You were still paying him, to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
But that's Samoa Joe, though. Samoa Joe has a big name.
It is.
Chelsea Green, I mean, she's working her way up, but
she was trying to.
She was trying to, yeah.
What about Tucky?
And we said before, once the heavy machinery split up, Tucker is gone.
Yeah. Wesley endeavor. Blake, Mojo Rawley, nothing.
You know what? The thing that happened with Mojo is that Gronkowski bolted. And once he bolted, that was the end of Mojo. We all said it on the show. He hasn't been doing nothing. They tried this stupid gimmick with him looking at the mirror. Remember that?
Yeah.
So
it was terrible. You know, I just remember when this whole thing happened, I was like, Tony, they released Billy Kay. No way. Then all of a sudden, Samoa Joe, Bo Dallas. No way. Peyton Royce. No way. Mickey James. No way. What?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. It was crazy, man.
Yeah, it was.
Crazy day.
Crazy day. Again, same time last year they did this.
Yeah.
But Vince is he just came out and said, well, yeah, I'm not worried about AEW anymore. Is he right though?
Yeah.
Is he
He's
right?
right.
Yeah.
He's right.
You know,
he shouldn't.
And would these people that he released, is he thinking in the back of his head, well, they ain't gonna do shit out there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is he really like that? Did he think like that? I mean, the only two like right now that I can think of, and it's sad because we never mentioned Peyton Royce in this conversation. Well, we have, but I'm just saying every time when we say the biggest names, we always been saying Billy Kay and Samoa Joe. We didn't even say and she was wrestling a lot more than Billy Kay, and she was supposed to get that push. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, she did a great promo recently.
Yes,
she did.
Talking smack. So what was it that Vince was just like? Nah, because he
fuck it.
Well, it kind of showed when she had that mask with or that match with Asuka and got beat real quick, and then she was never seen again.
Yeah.
So it kind of showed like, okay, well, she had her one shining moment during that promo, and then done. So
and it's funny that you should mention about AEW not being a threat to Vince McMahon, and I'm gonna segue into what we're gonna be doing for the future now.
Yeah,
we're going to be now getting rid of the Wednesday Night Delight, obviously, because there's no more Wednesday Night Wars. But what we're gonna be doing from now on is we're gonna put Raw versus NXT versus AEW versus SmackDown. We cleared the board and we are starting fresh. It's zeros across the board. The originator of this whole thing was Raw versus SmackDown, where Raw won 4 years ago. The past 3 years, we added NXT, and NXT has won 3 years in a row. But now we are adding AEW. Can AEW make a little bit of change? Can it make Vince McMahon say, oh, fuck, they're coming? So we'll see what happens if this is going to make a change to anything. Because last year, NXT won 26 out of 52 weeks. Half of the weeks they won. Can AEW make a change in that? We will find out this year. So from today on, we are going to have Raw versus NXT versus AEW versus SmackDown.
All the way up to next year's WrestleMania.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, so let's get on with the spotlight. I think we babbled on long enough. The spotlight this week we have is John Cena.
Yeah, the 16-time champ. Woo! John Cena. Yeah. See, that doesn't work. 16-time champ. That's Ric Flair's stick. But no, John Cena, 16-time champ. Would you like to see a return of John Cena? Can he be impactful on being back in the WWE? And you know what, guys? Yes, he can be. I see John Cena making a return. If he makes a return, I will encourage it. I would embrace it. I think John Cena coming back, going up against a guy like Bobby Lashley, makes a big change. You know what? Fuck always getting Brock Lesnar. Let's bring John Cena back. Let's have John Cena do that 17th run. Yeah. I would look forward to it. I think John Cena has everything it takes to be the guy. 17-time champ. John Cena's earned it. I mean, I've shitted on him long enough, and I'm sure I would shit on him if he came back and started doing the five moves he always does. But you know what? John Cena brings an audience and he brings a fan base, and I think John Cena has one more run in him.
The difference, though, too, between John Cena and, because you mentioned Brock Lesnar, is that John Cena can cut promos.
Yep.
Yes.
And he's probably one of the best at it to cut promos. And I tell you, the one thing about John Cena too is that if you fuck up in your promo, if you're going promo to promo against him, he's going to catch you and he's going to mess with you even harder. So as far as one of the best promos, guys, I'm going to give it to John Cena.
Yep.
I agree.
For him to come back, if he were to come back, I think obviously that's where he would shine the most. But is he at that level though, where, if he does come back, it's like a one-off? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If he has time, that's the thing. He's doing movies, TV shows, hosting duties, and all that stuff. But yeah, if he was to come back, give him one more run. I'm down for one more run with John Cena.
A full-time run.
Clay, a full-time run. Yep, a full-time, one more time run. Give him the title, 17 time. Clay?
For sure, John, like you said, Rick brings in a crowd. No matter if he's heel or babyface, people love him. John's honestly one of the best in the business to ever do it. He can cut a great promo. He can do any match with anybody, as shown when he did with AJ Styles and throughout Randy Orton and throughout his time. I think it'd be a good idea to bring John in, go against Bobby Lashley, or heck, go against Roman. I feel like he can pull out and make a great show. So why not bring in John?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But
Tony?
like you said too, with he's doing everything with his TVs and movies and stuff like that. He's just like The Rock. He's just going to make a bigger impact for WWE.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's unfortunate that way too. But the question has to be thrown out there too, is that if does John Cena need to be in front of a crowd? Or can he do this within the Thunderdome? Which, by the way, they are going to, I guess, August 1st, they're going to be done with that part of the Thunderdome. And by then, they're going to make a decision if they're going to start doing live crowds.
Wow.
Yeah. And they also said, I mean, this should be in the room spot, but I'm going to say it now because we're talking about it. What was it? The road shows. That if they said they're not going to do that part-time, they're going to go full-time road shows on that. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. But they're right now they're projected to look in August to start doing this. So, for me, I mean, we were just doing the aftermath on WrestleMania, and for me, I was so happy to see the crowd there, and it was just everything was just so different. You know what I'm saying? And
absolutely,
it was fun to see that. So, but anyway, does John Cena should he be in front of a crowd? Should he be in or in the Thunderdome? Can he do it either way?
I think so.
Or because obviously we haven't seen Brock Lesnar yet. He doesn't want to do it in front of the TV monitors, in the Thunderdome. He wants to be in front of people. So does John Cena have that same attitude? We don't know. Maybe he does and says, nah, I'd rather do it in front of people, blah, 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 blah. But for him to make one more run, he can still go, obviously. Dude is still back. It's just like The Rock. The Rock can still go. But I think Hollywood learned their lesson when that one time The Rock came back. He had a half a run, I guess, or something like that. It was WrestleMania season, and he got hurt.
Yeah.
And the Hollywood execs didn't like that much. So I think with John Cena is the same thing as far as, whatever movie deal he's working on. They know that he was a former wrestler. So, they probably said something in the contract. Listen, you can't be going over there and wrestling if we need you to do this film.
Yeah.
So I don't know. A run for Cena, he's got to be completely done with movies first and then take it from there. He doesn't need money. That's just the thing. People like The Rock and him, they don't need money. They don't. Yeah. Right now they're doing it for the love of entertainment. And that's crazy. That's crazy to say.
Yeah.
I really don't need money, but I'm just going to do it for the fun of it and still get paid. So anyway, that's your spotlight.
All right. So next up, we got Bad Bunny. Is Bad Bunny? Do you want to see Bad Bunny do his role continue his role in wrestling. He's obviously going to be doing a world tour, but this is just for shits and giggles. Do you want to see Bad Bunny in the ring on a regular basis? Tony, go to you first. You want to see Bad Bunny on a regular basis?
I would say yeah, but let me tell you something, man. I just keep looking back at this whole thing with Bad Bunny. Started at the Royal Rumble and ended at WrestleMania. And throughout that whole time, that's all everybody was talking about was Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny, Bad Bunny. He sold out in shirts. He showed out merchandise. I'm like, wait, now mind you, and I'm a fellow Puerto Rican too, but I'll support it. But I don't like his music. I really don't.
Yep.
But you know what? I tip my hat off to him because he showed respect to the business and did and trained and did all that just so he can perform a freaking damn good match at WrestleMania. But the storyline that built into that was good. I think they did a good job with it. He took a couple shots, he gave a couple shots, and then he did the match. And then the way they ended it too, they could have easily just said, made him disappear. But the way they ended it by still doing that vignette with Triple H, hey, go do what you do now. You did a good job at WrestleMania. Here, you need to go and finish this or whatever. And then there was the microphone. And then him on top of the truck, riding off into the sunset and be like, all right, I'm out. And then I mentioned it on the Aftermath show of him with his world tour, saying that this is his last world tour. I'm still taking it not with a grain of salt. And would he, who knows? Maybe he's like, I like this wrestling stuff. Who knows? But honestly, I don't see them paying him as much as he would if he were to do music and his world tours and stuff like that. I don't think WWE would pay him that much. But as a celebrity, I'm pretty sure he had that celebrity pay. But to see him full time, I would, yeah. I wouldn't even doubt that Bad Bunny would make up his own promotion because you know what I'm saying? Seriously, I would not doubt he would do that.
He's got the money for
Bergen it. Did. Well, he bought freaking NWA. So maybe
Clay.
Who knows?
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna need a lot more money than that. Clay, what are your thoughts? Bad Bunny full time?
I think honestly, Bad Bunny should stick to the music career. Honestly, with him, and again, like Tony said, he did awesome at WrestleMania. He was doing his thing, making showing people that he could actually wrestle, and it was really cool to see. But honestly, with me, I feel like he needs to stay in the music business, make a couple appearances for wrestling here and there, because he's going to make more money doing the music thing than he would wrestling, honestly. And just to show that he can actually do it was impressive in itself. He really showed respect to, WWE and wrestling as a whole. And, he did his thing. So I would say he needs to stay in the music business, make a couple appearances here and there, but not really full time.
Yeah, I'm going to say the same thing. You know what? Stay your ass in the booth, man. Make your music, because there is no reason why you should be back in a wrestling ring. Stay on top. Be remembered for how great you were at WrestleMania. There's no higher elevation that you can go. You can't go any higher than that. You're on the top of the mountain. Stay there. You are the greatest celebrity to ever perform at WrestleMania. WrestleMania, the Super Bowl of wrestling, the greatest show on earth. That's it. What you're going to be at the Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Money in the Bank, Monday Night Raw? You don't need to do anything else now. You are done. You are going to go into the WWE Hall of Fame in the next couple of years. Stay your ass home. You did it. On top of the world, you'll be remembered forever in WWE history as the greatest celebrity performer of all time. Why mess that up? I say stay your ass in the booth, do some more songs, and that's it, bro. Grow your brand.
Stephen Todd Craig, he said no. He disagreed. Eduardo Hicks, he says, hell yeah, don't see why not. And Tom Casey, he said no. So.
Wow. 67% of the people say yes. They want to see Bad Bunny in the ring. 33% say no.
Wow. Holy shit. And unbelievable. But yeah. Well, hey, we'll see, right?
Yeah.
So also on our Facebook poll post, we have who should Karrion Kross next opponent be? They kind of teased it a little bit on NXT this past week. What are you guys' thoughts? I mean, who should his next opponent be?
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't care. That's
blasphemy.
After this past NXT, this past week, I don't care. Karrion Kross totally changed his character. It's totally different. It's not what they promised us. They promised us Oreos, and they went and they got us some knockoff, with the strawberry filling. You're just like, what is this? This is not what I asked for. I asked for Oreos. I asked for top-notch stuff, and you giving me knockoffs? Come on, this is like the bagged cereal. This is like you go into the supermarket and you're like, oh, I want Frosted Flakes, and they give you flakes with sugar. No, that is not what I asked for. So, who is left on NXT though?
You know what I'm about to say, right?
What are you gonna say?
It's not what we were asking.
It's not what we were asking. Who should his next opponent be? I don't know. He went through Finn Balor. Adam Cole, I don't want to see in a title picture.
No.
I don't want to see Kyle O'Reilly in a title picture.
No.
He beat Keith Lee.
Yeah.
And Keith Lee's on Raw now. Kushina's now Cruiserweight champion. I mean, spoiler alert. Who can Karrion Kross fight?
I wouldn't mind Tommaso Ciampa, to be honest.
But he beat him already.
Yeah, I know. But to still do it again, it would be a nice program.
No. I guess if I had to pick, and I do have to pick, I'm going to go with Bronson Reed. That's all. Like, who else? Who's left? Who's left? Let's all right, fine. Clay, who would you pick?
Looking back at this is kind of hard because Karrion Kross has already ran through everybody, and and that's the thing. It's hard to pick a guy right now, especially but I'm gonna have to say, man, probably Santos Escobar. He just lost the cruiserweight title. He could make it a good. I mean, yes,
he beat him already.
But he already beat him already too. But
and he beat Bronson Reed. I just remembered.
Oh,
like you said,
right? Yeah. Who the fuck is left?
Exactly. That's the thing. But Santos just lost the title. They can make his group go after Kross again, and Kross can run through him. So,
damn.
I don't know.
Dexter Lumis?
Oh my God! Shut your mouth.
He's too busy with Indy Hartwell, so.
Yeah.
Better not be Johnny Gargano.
No.
I thought that too, and I thought, I do not want to see that program at all.
No.
Karrion
is too serious of a character for him to be doing anything with Johnny Gargano anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's too serious to do anything with Cameron Grimes, baby.
But the thing of it is that Karrion is a heel. You got to keep him as a heel. And, to go up against Cameron Grimes, it's only going to make him, a babyface. He goes up against Johnny Gargano, is going to make him a babyface.
Well, after that promo he cut on NXT, he's kind of moving into babyface territory. They're chanting "Fall and Pray."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, he could also be getting the Steve Austin treatment too from the fans.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he was.
Could be that.
But the thing is,
they want to keep him heel, but the fans are going to keep cheering him. So they're going to.
He was holding up his microphone
to
get the people to chant. It's just like,
baby faces.
Ooh,
yeah.
Yeah. I don't mind him talking, by the way. I don't.
No.
I do.
That's pretty good. But the majority of the talking should be from Scarlett.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like I love her facial expressions when he's talking. It's hilarious. Like she's like into him.
She is gold.
Yeah,
that's who's gold.
She's gold, but Paul Heyman is not.
Paul Heyman is annoying.
She gives googly eyes just like Paul Heyman.
No. There are two different things with Scarlett and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is creepy when he stares. Creepy.
Oh, and Scarlett is not.
No, she's not creepy.
Karrion. But I don't. Man,
it's not easy.
People and none of these are making sense either. So.
No.
Well, after Isaiah Swerve Scott is done with Leon Ruff.
No,
please, no.
Why is he having a hard time with Leon Ruff? You know what? We'll talk about it. We'll get to NXT. Yeah, I don't. I'm stuck on this one. I was hoping
maybe help, but maybe that's why NXT didn't release anybody because they're like, "Fuck, we got nobody."
Yeah. I tell you this much: if Damian Priest was still in NXT, I would have said Damian Priest. That would have been a good program.
I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be Kyle O'Reilly. They're gonna do the whole MMA fucking fighting shit, and Kyle O'Reilly's gonna lose again.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like they're still cutting this with Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole stuff. Because even when they were getting to the hospital, it's like, you SOB, you did that. It's like, stop.
That's the whole Rocky story that they're doing.
It should have been done.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, when we get into the NXT portion of it, I'm pretty sure we'll discuss it a little bit more. The other post that we have on our Facebook page obviously was the breaking news of we discussed earlier of all the WWE releases. I just got to read some of these. Some of these are pretty funny. Scott Young, he says, none of these are big losses. None of the women were being used, and they have a ton of women better, so no loss there. The only one that hurts is Samoa Joe, and he couldn't stay healthy, so I don't think any of this hurts WWE at all. I disagree with that, especially because the women that they did release they were impactful. Billie Kay, everybody was so entertained by her. Peyton Royce, we was at, and this is the fucked up thing with Peyton Royce. We were all waiting to see, what kind of push she was going to get. We was all waiting to see, okay, what kind of matches she's going to do. And I think out of all the women, I think she's the most disappointed one. Disappointing one. Matt Novak, he says, as usual, talent released rather than managed properly. Such a waste. Peyton should have been challenging for the title, and Green had a bad luck with her injuries. She is a great wrestler, and that was proven in her match at All In. Yeah, I agree with you. Paul T. Phillips, he says, I figured Peyton would be getting released with her comments on Raw Talk a couple of weeks ago. What does that have to do with it? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I guess she put us. It was a good promo. She put herself out there, and then they said deliver for us, and her match with Asuka didn't deliver.
Yeah. Matt Ledford responded to Paul and said, "What did she say? I haven't been watching all the way through." He also said Samoa Joe left too. Paul said Peyton said either push me or release me. Oh, did she really say that?
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
I don't either.
Oh my God. She did. You got what you asked for.
You got what you asked for. Holy shit, I did not know that. Yeah. That's true. I gotta find it though. Now I gotta look at the damn promo again. Holy shit. That is crazy. Push me or release me. Ain't that something? Maston Mullins, he says, release talent, freedom. And Josh Tanner says, wish them all the best. It wasn't their fault. The Iconics were broken up for no reason at all. I agree with that too.
100%.
I really do. It's a damn shame, but what else can you do? I mean, I'm still going to be a follower of Billie Kay. I tell you that much. Yeah, wherever she go, I'm going to follow. I will follow. And it's funny because she did release a statement too. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I don't even remember all of it, but she did say that, she's just so like overwhelmed with the fans that really supported her and said that they enjoyed every bit of thing that she did when she was on TV. And she said she didn't know that she had that much of a following, so I'm glad she put it out there like that. And when I get to the rumors, I'm trying to be cordial, whatever that fucking word is. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Time for the wrestling news from around the world. Take it away, Rick.
All right. Before we do that, let's get into some birthdays. All right. The bizarre one, Goldust, turns 52 years old.
Oh,
Wow.
Looking 62.
Still 0-8 WrestleMania.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Rick's about to catch up.
Whoa. Lita turns 46 years old.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Damn, 46?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And speaking of yummy, Mia Yim turns 32 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Oh, nothing from you, Tony? No?
Yeah.
Mia Yim?
Yeah, me, yeah. Sure.
Yeah. I get it because of Keith Lee. Oh, salutations.
Oh.
I'm going to kick your ass for talking about Mia Yim.
I'd like to make love to you tonight.
Oh, God.
Fuck
Yes,
outta
I'm
here.
gonna do it doggy style with you.
Oh my gosh.
I will place my hand on your buttocks. I will slap it like it's hot. All right, we getting fucking nasty.
All right, with that being said, it's now time for the wrestling news from around the world. Oh, greetings and salutations. No, the sad news on this week, Shotzi Blackheart, her stepdad passed away earlier this week.
Yeah, I heard that.
As well as the Hardy Boys' father passed away. Jeff and Matt Hardy's father passed away as well. Yeah. So sad day for them. We wish them our thoughts and prayers go out to them and wish them better luck. And just embrace what you had with them and just take your time.
Yeah.
We have a new Raw commentary team of Corey Graves, Byron Saxton, and Adnan Virk. We'll get into how we thought he did on Raw when we go over Raw notes.
Yeah.
New SmackDown commentary team. I know Clay Cummings is excited about this. Michael Cole and Pat McAfee, the Indiana boy.
Yes. Bring on Pat.
Yeah. And of course we have NXT UK. We had Nathan Fraser defeat Saxon Huxley. Now I'll tell you what, Saxon Huxley reminds me of the Berserker. And if you don't know who Berserker is, go back to the good old days of the 90s when we had a Viking and huffing and puffing in the ring. Saxon Huxley reminds me of him, but Nathan Frazier goes over. Isla Dawn defeated Emily McKenzie in their one-on-one matchup. Jack Stars gets his first singles win over Ashton Smith, and Kenny Williams defeats Amir Jordan after they split up. The lucky one, Kenny Williams defeats Amir Jordan. Next week we got Mustache Mountain gonna go against Noam Dar and his partner. We'll be looking forward to that. That is all I got with the news. On to the anticipation of the rumors. Tony.
Yeah, WWE's executive producer and chief of global television distribution, Kevin Dunn, is currently trending on social media due to a report on Billy Kay's WWE release. Regarding Billy Kay, there are reports that Dunn didn't get Kay and had verbalized that he saw a ceiling for her in WWE. How exactly that contributed to her release remains to be unseen. So, this dude, Kevin Dunn, you know how much he's getting paid?
He's getting paid big bucks.
Yeah.
What's the number?
Huh?
What's the number?
The last I heard, and this was about maybe 4 years ago, this dude is getting paid $1.5 million a year to do.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
Apparently he's Vince's right-hand man.
Yeah.
Okay. This dude I can't stand him. I've never liked him since Jump. I had never liked him since I've heard that what his role was in WWE. I never liked him when he started all of a sudden making opinions about certain wrestlers, and then Vince would say, "Yeah, you're right there, pal." It's like, no, dude. I'm sorry. Stick with the global television distribution, other than and TV shots. Which, by the way, I'm getting fucking annoyed with these TV shots with WWE. Doing the zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out.
Yeah.
On their it's like, stop. Why are you moving the goddamn camera so much? Fucking keep it still. Shit. Some people got freaking get seizures from that shit.
Yeah, didn't Lance Storm say he couldn't finish WrestleMania main event because of the camera angles? Yeah. Yeah,
because they kept doing that. It's like, dude, what makes you think that this is good? You, my friend, Kevin Dunn, you suck. Vince, I'll be your right-hand man. Hire me. I'm there.
Hey, man, I'll be your left-hand man. Whatever you need, man. Left, right, I got you, brother.
Where does that leave Clay? His bottom hand man?
Oh.
That hurt.
Dang.
Hey, there's the left and right. I already picked one, and Rick picked the other. So take one for the... But this dude, if he's the reason, okay, let me find out. If this motherfucker is the reason why Billy Kay left, I don't know what I'm going to do now. I'll figure it out. But I'm going to...
Well, you know what we could do? We could do is open an invitation to Billy Kay to join us on the Wrestling POV podcast.
Yes.
Yeah. We can.
I mean, we already saw her resume. She's a great podcaster. She's been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah. But I mean, guys, what are your thoughts? If this is this guy, he said he didn't get Billy Kay, and the reason is, what are your thoughts on it?
I think comedy, man. Like she brings it all.
I'm talking about this dude Kevin Dunn. What are your thoughts?
No, yeah.
If it is his, he's been trending on Twitter, so I'm pretty sure he did say those comments towards Billy Kay.
Yeah, and he's an idiot. He should see the comedy that she brings to the wrestling business. Wrestling is not only about wrestling, and there's psychology. There's a whole bunch of stuff. And she brings it. She brings the comedy factor. She is the chicken shit heel to a T. She's also comedy, man. I'm going to keep saying it. Comedy, comedy, comedy. There are laughing moments, and she brings it. When she was doing the snapping for Carmella, are you kidding me? That shit was hilarious. Come on, man. Billy Kay is gold, Jerry. Okay, Clay.
I think, honestly, he's blind. If he can't see what Billy Kay brought to the table, and like Rick said, it's not all about the wrestling, not all about what you can do in the ring. She made moments just by being funny. Like, she was there, and she has that character. Billy really did. And it's just, I was looking forward to seeing Billy Kay and what she was going to do next. Or, just coming out like that. And I think he's blind if he really can't see what Billy Kay brought to the table.
Yeah. But the thing is, it makes me hate him even more.
Yeah. And his little teeth.
Yeah, that motherfucker. If you don't know who Kevin Dunn is, go and look it up. But I can't stand the sight of him. I can't stand hearing his name, because every time I do, it's nothing good. And all I see is him kissing Vince's ass to get paid $500,000. Get the fuck out of here. You're not worth it like that. Because I hate your television shit. It's him. He's the one that encourages the cameraman to zoom in and out when they're punching, and all this other dumb shit, shaking the fucking camera. It's fucking stupid. Lance Storm. I mean, it's funny that you mentioned Lance Storm, and he came out with that. Do you like, a lot of people were shitting on him? They're like, oh, well, it's Lance Storm, so, like, they were like, his words don't mean shit. Like, he wasn't credible. Let me tell you something. Lance Storm is a really damn good wrestler.
One of the best.
One of the best. As far as psychology goes, too, he was one of the best. So, I mean, seriously, what are your thoughts on that? A lot of people were shitting on him because he made that comment. And I'm like, seriously? No, he's right.
I mean, I'll tell you this. If you love Chris Jericho, then you should love Lance Storm.
Yeah,
and they're one and the same. That's what I look at when I look at Lance Storm. Technically savvy. He knows the ring in and out. If you're gonna love Chris Jericho as much as you do, then you better not shit on Lance Storm, because Lance Storm is that damn good.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Absolutely.
And finally, in my rumors, the WWE is filming promos for Aleister Black's return to television. The vignettes are somewhat based on his childhood, though. Now they did. I don't know if it was him or WWE. They did post one of the vignettes. Did you see it?
Yeah. Yes, with his glasses.
Yeah, he was saying that, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned." It's been, I think he said
4 years. Yep.
His last confession. I mean, I think that part of it is a little bit hilarious because he's got a lot of demonic stuff on his body. And it was funny, not funny, but I mean, I was just thrown off by him actually going to a church and confessing his sins. But then it was, now, did you see it, Clay?
I did not.
Okay.
No, I did not.
There was a part in there towards the end of the promo, like Rick said, he put his glasses on. He said a few words to the camera, and then they did kind of like a Bray Wyatt thing, where, you know, when Bray would talk and then it would go blah, 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 and then you would see the Fiend real quick and then back to him. It was kind of almost something like that. Did you catch that, Rick?
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, I didn't, like, I looked at it a couple times, but I couldn't see like a difference between him looking at the camera with his glasses on, and then when they would do that, and then they quickly showed something else of him and then back to him. I didn't see much of a difference, but I did see a little bit of a difference. I just couldn't catch it. They did it that fast. Did you catch it or no?
Yeah, no, I think it's just to show that he has this double personality, that he's basically confessing his sins, and he is going to, I think it's basically just saying that he wasn't utilized correctly. And I think now he is going to come out and he's going to be this dark mask, this black mask of wrestling. And he's going to do it the correct way, is what I got from it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm interested. I am.
Him.
Yeah.
Is that Clay?
I said if anybody could do it, it's him.
Yeah.
I feel like Aleister could pull that off. He
can.
Yeah.
I am interested in to see what happens to this, but hopefully they'll use him right and won't release him next. That's all I got for the rumors. Clay, what do you got for the injury, my man?
I have no injuries this week.
Good Lord. All right, let's go straight into the hot tag news this week, which is Sonya Deville. Should she be an in-ring talent or stay at general manager? Rick, take this one, please.
Yeah, I was thinking about this one, and I have to say I prefer her role as general manager. In fact, I want her to overtake SmackDown and get rid of Adam Pearce and do it on her own. I like the way that she does business. I love the suits. I love the way she talks about talent. If you ever see her on the pre-show for WrestleMania, everybody gives her much respect on pay-per-views, not just WrestleMania. They give her respect. The way she carries herself is very business savvy. I really enjoy her as general manager. So I would say, you know what? Stop being in ring. You know what? Stay healthy. You're going to be a general manager role. I think it fits her perfectly. I think it suits her.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest. I think I kind of like the role, but it's like, how could I put it? I don't think she has enough wrestling cred to be in that position. You know what I'm saying? Like when they did Daniel Bryan and they said he's the new GM. Okay, fine. He's credible. He's been a champion. He's been in the ring long enough to know and this and that. Does wrestling have anything to do with general managing?
No.
I would say yes. Because, I would say yes.
Theodore Long?
Okay, well,
Stephanie
he wasn't
McMahon?
Wait a minute. He wasn't the greatest.
Vicky Guerrero.
He wasn't the best. Come on, player. And Stephanie, I mean, she's the boss's daughter, so she should know about the business more than anybody. But for me, it's like, with Sonya Deville, I don't think she's really accomplished much for her to be a credible GM. Because every time, she's a great wrestler, I think, in my opinion. But the storylines that she was involved in, some of the things that she has done. I think her best storyline was with Liv Morgan. Mandy Rose. And that was it. And then it dropped off the face of the earth. It's unfortunate because of what happened when that creep did that shit to her. So it was unfortunate. So that was a way to get her off television, was doing that match with Mandy Rose. And then she comes back as general manager without no explanation. It's like, wait, what? Really? And not only that, is that Adam Pearce, they have her doing it with him, but then he's also in charge of Raw too. So it's like, that doesn't make sense. I don't like Adam Pearce anyway, so get rid of his ass.
No.
Which one do I prefer? I mean, right now, I think to save Sonya Deville's job, keep her as a general manager, because I think if she goes back into the ring, they're gonna have nothing for her. I really don't, because who's she gonna do it with? Nobody. They're all doing their own little thing now, and it seems like lately WWE's been doing a lot of these tag teams, so she would have to be involved somewhat in that. And as a singles wrestler, she really didn't get a chance to shine like I think she could have. But her role right now, I just say keep her there. Fuck it. Clay, what was you gonna say?
No, I was just, to me, and I look at these two Sonyas different ways. Like, I like her in the ring, and I like her as a general manager. But like you said, Tony, to save her career, I could see her being a GM role. She works pretty good with it, and how she was on SmackDown this week with Cesaro, she's like, I'm making this match, and I'm talking to Roman, blah, blah, blah. Okay. And then, she did her thing. But what I wanted to say is, with the whole incident that happened to her, I feel like she has changed big time, which every right she should. Like, I feel like her mentality is kind of like off. I don't know if it's just me feeling like it, but I feel like she got kind of scarred because of that. And I feel like maybe she doesn't want to be out there, in the ring for, people to see her or that sort of thing. Maybe that's why she's on a GM role. And maybe, and it may be just me thinking, but I feel like that changed her ways of, I don't want to be in the ring as much.
Well, I got to tell you, 84% of the people want to see Sonya Deville back in the ring. 16% say they want her as a general manager. So it's like the people want her back in the ring sooner rather than later.
Yeah. Well, hey, sure. Fuck what I say. All right, so now let's go take a quick pause, and when we come back, we got This Week in Wrestling with a little bit of a twist.
This is Chavo Guerrero Jr. Listen to the Wrestling POV podcast. You guys truly bring the Latino heat. Viva la raza.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you go to ProWrestlingTees.com/WrestlingPOV and get yourselves not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 Wrestling POV podcast t-shirts, including 2 Wrestling POV Global t-shirts for $19.99. Buy it today. It helps us run our abundance of shows. We have Wrestling POV Podcast, Wrestling POV Global, Wrestling POV Quarantine, and Wrestling POV Aftermath. We have 4 shows, and we need the money to run them. So why don't you buy a t-shirt today? With that being said, Tony, it's time for This Week in Wrestling. Let's get raw.
All righty. This week, I was a little bit disappointed, and actually in every aspect of wrestling this week. Normally the go-home shows after WrestleMania are always good, but I'm not going to lie, I was a little disappointed. The low points of Raw. I'll go with the Mandy and Dana versus Nia and Shayna. I mean, that whole thing was just confusing as it is. So for me, that was the low point. Rick, what was your low point?
My low point was Miss TV with Maurice. I gave it a 0.5. I don't know what they're playing at. They already did this story. Why are we continuing with Bad Bunny and talking about Damian Priest? I kind of feel like Miz and Morrison are breaking up. I think that's what they were leaning towards. And also my low point was the New Day defeating Riker and Elias. The New Day is enough already. They're just going overboard with everything. So that's why I gave that a 0.5 as well. That's my low points.
All right, Clay, what's your low point?
My low points for this week was also the Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler versus Mandy and Dana. The match was there with me. I thought it was going good. And then once Nia did her thing, like making fun of Mandy falling and how Nia was falling all over the place and tripping over stuff, it was just like, it didn't need to happen. I gave it all a 1. and I just wasn't impressed with this at all. And the fact that Dana and Mandy was going up the ramp like, oh, I don't want to mess with her. This is not worth it. You're going after the tag team champs.
Yeah.
You're supposed to try to win.
Yeah.
What does that say for you as a team? Nothing.
Exactly.
So
that's true. Made him less credible, I tell you that.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I hear you. Before we go to the high notes, I do wanted to bring this up. With Bray Wyatt's Witches Be Wildin'. I never expected that to come out his mouth.
Witches Be Wildin'.
Yeah. But the way he said it though, and then folding his arms and like still trying to make it kid friendly or some shit like that. I was rolling. So yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. And Rhea Ripley's gear, she really does have to rethink that, because the character that she has on there is a Japanese thing that they started out there in Japan. It's called Momo, and it's not a good thing, because I don't know what Japan was thinking when they came up with this character. I don't know if it was supposed to be some kind of from a movie or like an anime thing, but it got to the point where if you got access to Momo, that Momo would call you, but it was directed to kids, and they would try to make kids cut themselves. It was freaking wild. But it was a big thing. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. It's a very creepy face, or just go off of the face that Rhea Ripley had on her pants, and it's supposed to be a female body but with chicken legs. So it's really, really weird. So just Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you do know what I'm talking about, then you can agree with me and say, yeah, Rhea Ripley shouldn't have had that on her freaking gear. It's a little creepy. Nonetheless, my high points of Raw, for me, the only one that stuck out was Drew versus Braun versus Orton. Very interesting twist at what happened at the very end of that match when Drew won. I gave it a 3. I just wanted to throw out too, Lashley versus Riddle. I was excited for this match. I thought this was going to be very physical, but it ended up being not that great. I gave it a 2 regardless. It's just the chemistry was just not there. So I was just like, man, this was something that could have been, but disappointed. And so that was my high point, was actually Drew versus Braun versus Orton. And a big shout out just for the Viking Raiders coming back. So I dug that too. Clay, what was your high points of Raw?
My high points was Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin versus the Viking Raiders. I dig this match. I gave it a 3. I thought the surprise aspect of Ivar coming back, because I didn't see that coming, was there, and he didn't miss a beat. And I really enjoyed this match and enjoyed that the Viking Raiders won. And it looked like they were having fun being back as a tag team in this match. And I also gave a high note to Alexis's Playground. Yeah, I thought the Lily character was creepy.
Very
I thought
creepy.
The whole thing was gold, and she's playing her role well, and kind of looks like she's separating herself from Bray. So I gave it a 2.5.
Are they really going to separate them two?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like Alexa is going to do her own thing, as most people that interact with the Fiend do. They end up changing and doing their own thing. So she's the most vicious version of herself, it looks like.
For sure. Now, do you think that she'll end up going to SmackDown with this character? That way they're not really overloading it on Raw?
No, I think Raw wants this. I think USA Network wants this on their network, so I think it's going to stay.
Wow. Okay. Rick, what was your high points?
My high points was the Viking Raiders defeating Cedric Alexander and Shelton Benjamin. I gave it a 3.5. I really loved what the Viking Raiders did coming back. I think they're going to give Omos and AJ a run for their money.
Yeah.
Also, I have to say the Charlotte promo, it didn't look like Charlotte, but it was Charlotte. I mean, her face has changed a lot.
Yeah.
I think she went to Tijuana and they need to get her money back because they changed her face in the wrong way. But I'll tell you this, Charlotte calling out everybody and telling her, listen, I'm here because I am who I am. I thought that was badass. And also after Peyton Royce cut her promo, and Charlotte's basically just like, fuck you. And then she gets released. Damn, Charlotte, you have to get her released. So that was my high points of Monday Night Raw.
Wow. So overall, I got Raw at a 2.09. Clay, what'd you give Raw?
Overall, I gave it a 1.9.
Rick.
I also gave it a 1.9.
Wow.
All right, it is now time for AEW Dynamite.
Yeah. Boom.
All right, my low points for AEW has to be Darby Allin defeating Matt Hardy. It just made no sense. I was on the Global show and I was just so upset. I gave this match a 0.5. Darby Allin got twist of fate on a chair, got broken through a table off the ladder, and still kicked out. Yeah. What are they doing with this guy? This guy's 100 pounds soaking wet, and they're making him seem like he's invincible. He gets his ass beat for 98% of the match, and 2% gets him over. I don't understand it.
I don't get why they think that he could be the face of the company, too.
I don't get it. It just doesn't make sense. I gave it a 0.5. Tony, what are your low points of AEW?
Oh, boy. Mine, and I know, Rick, you're a huge Christian fan, but I did not like his promo. Why? Because it was ruined by Taz. And so I gave it a 1, and that was me being nice. I gave it a 1. But the reason why I gave it a 1 was just the simple fact that when Taz came out, I found it hilarious when Christian said, "You're on top of the third step and you're equal to my height," or some shit like that.
And that shit got to Taz. And that shit upset him.
It did. And I'm sorry. Oh my God, I can't stand Taz because recently, if anybody doesn't know, he went onto Twitter and saying some shit about that the WWE took his colors. So he was upset at that. He was upset because they didn't recognize him because they were using those colors. So they didn't recognize him for using those colors. I was like, come on, man. You don't own them fucking colors, bro. Fuck out of here with that shit. And then on top of that, during that promo, he was yelling at Christian for wearing orange and black. You first of all, you're wearing my colors. Shut up. Shut up. You and your son, get the fuck out of there because his son ain't shit. I gave it a 1. I hated it. But, sorry. And Anthony Ogogo. That was a 0.5. There was no helping that. He is terrible. We all know he's a boxer, but come on, bro. Nah, fuck out of here.
A body punch to be your finish? A body punch
to end the match? Seriously? Is that what we're doing in AEW? Is that what you're doing? Is that how you get the fuck out of here? No.
Especially on a show where Mike Tyson knocked somebody out with a power punch.
Yeah. No.
It just doesn't make sense.
Oh my God. As far as when it comes to development, AEW is terrible at that.
Yeah.
Right. But that was my low
point. Low points.
Now, my low points were the Anthony Ogogo match versus Cole Carter. I gave it a 0.5. You're telling me that this guy is supposed to be this big badass coming in and one punch and you knock somebody out? And even with this group, I can't take this group seriously. And now even more, I thought it was totally pointless to have this match per se in it. So I gave it a 0.5. And I also gave a 1 to Darby Allin versus Matt Hardy. I felt like everything was going right. Everything was going, and then other guys came in and it was just a clusterfuck of everything. And then you get Darby Allin getting hit with a chair, twist of fate with the chair, and taking all these bumps and bad. And you're telling me he kicks out of everything, but one time Matt Hardy does it and he's out. It's hard for me to believe that. So I gave it a 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. My high points for AEW, it had to be Chris Jericho defeating Dax the Axe. At least that's what they called him a million times during this match. I gave it a 3. You had the Mike Tyson punch. I thought that was badass. It was right on the chin, and if not, it was damn close. Jericho is gold right now. I really want to push the Broken Skull sessions with Chris Jericho and Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that was the best one. I think that should be the highest rated episode for Stone Cold because that was gold. They just talked about AEW. They talked about WWE. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed it. You guys should tune in and check it out. What were your high points, Tony?
My high point, honestly, was Pac and Phoenix versus the Young Bucks. What was the definition? What was going on with the Nike sneakers? I don't know. There has to be something with it because they kept flashing that shit throughout the match. But no, this ended up being a good match. How I feel about the Young Bucks, it's always the same. This was no different. But I gave it a 3.5. I was still entertained by a typical Young Bucks match. But Pac and Phoenix, I really dig it. I don't know how I feel. I mean, but I get the story to it. When they took Phoenix's mask off, so he couldn't defend himself because he wants to cover his face. But I've been seeing that. I don't want to say I've seen it a lot, but I've seen it a few times.
It's about the second or third time already with Ray Phoenix.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
AEW.
all right, get a tighter mask, bro.
Yeah.
But no, that was my highest.
All right, Clay.
Then my high points the same: Young Bucks versus Ray Phoenix and Pac. I gave this match a 3.5. I thought it was an interesting match, and again, I love Ray Phoenix and how he does his thing, and I thought the teams worked well together. But for me, it was and I know it's typical Young Buck deal, but I just hated how Matt Jackson was like the overkill of the whole team, and Nick was just kind of off, didn't say anything or do much during this match. It was mainly just Matt. But I gave it a 3.5. Thought it was interesting, and it was a pretty good match.
Yeah.
I love it how you both gave it a 3.5, but the Wrestling Observer gave it a 5-star match. Jesus. And this is the same group that said that Tony Khan is the promoter of the year. Yeah. So, I mean, take it as you will. Overall, I gave AEW this week a 1.8. What did you give it, Tony?
I gave AEW a 1.78.
Okay, and Clay?
I gave it a 1.8 as well.
Wow, that's 2 for 2. All right, Clay, on to you.
All right, and then we're going to NXT POV. Mamma mia! All right. My low points of NXT, and there wasn't really much of a low point with me. But one match in particular, it was Mercedes Martinez versus Jessie Kamea. I gave it a 1.5. I just thought these two the chemistry wasn't really there with me. Mercedes did look dominant in this match, and it wasn't for me. So I gave it a 1.5, and I don't know. Just to me, the match wasn't really there. Tony.
Yeah, same thing. I have that as my low point. But the one that really stood out was MSK versus Killian Dane and Drake Maverick. Wow. Drake was botching a bunch of shit during this match, man. I was just like, Drake, get it together, brother. But like I said, it was just too many mistakes, and I felt bad for MSK, to be honest. But I gave it a 1, so that was my lowest. But what do you guys think of Imperium when Wolf came out and did that to Killian Dane, and then all of a sudden they jumped him?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Is Killian Dane going to join Imperium?
I hope not. I just hope Imperium just takes people out. They're talking about expanding, so I just hope instead of expanding with people and members, I just hope they expand as in going into NXT and NXT UK. So that's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. But that was my lowest point was MSK versus Killian Dane, and Drake Maverick.
All righty. And Rick, your low points.
My low points was Karrion Kross's promo. It was all over the place. I don't care that you're training Taekwondo, karate, Tai Chi, Tai Bo, whatever you're doing, you need to stop. I don't care if you're doing Richard Simmons' workout plan. It just doesn't work, all right? I don't like it. Karrion Kross, it was terrible promo. He's leaning towards this babyface thing. I don't know what's going on with that, but it needs to change. Scarlett is looking at him with these googly eyes, but it's not working when he's trying to be a babyface. And it's like we said, who's he going to fight next? I don't know. After that promo, I'm like, I don't care. So I give that a 1. I just didn't care.
All righty.
Bronson Reed.
Yeah. My high points for NXT, it was definitely Kushida versus Santos Escobar. I gave it a 3.5. Love.
Seems like he lost the signal. But what was he talking about? What was he
talking about? Kushida taking over and Kushida getting the win over Escobar. I also thought that was my high point. I gave it a 3.5 as well. I think Kushida finally got what he deserved. I think he is the best thing going in NXT, and giving him the belt, as we said, yo, Kushida needs to get the title. I also thought that Pete Dunne deserves to get the title, and you know what? They gave it to Kushida. So congratulations. That's something for us, you know? So
Yeah.
I enjoyed that part. That was definitely the high point of NXT for me.
Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, you guys, Claire, are you back?
Yep, I'm back.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and finish what you were saying before I go into my high points.
Basically, the Kushida match versus Santos Escobar, thought it was really good. I gave it a 3.5. Really enjoyed the Kushida won the title, and as you could see in the back, that Escobar was kind of happy for him, and then the camera cut away, which rightfully so. He's a heel, so but it was pretty cool to see Kushida win. So I gave it a 3.5 overall.
Yeah. Yeah, for me,
and to cut you off, Tony, because I want to cut you off. I think the smile, could that be Escobar's last run with NXT?
It might be
because he's moving up.
Because think of it this way too: they got rid of Kalisto.
Yeah.
So they might replace Kalisto with Santos Escobar and his crew. You know what I'm saying? And they might have Lince Dorado and who's the other one?
Grand Metalik.
Grand Metalik. They might have them in their little group too. Maybe take their mask off too.
Whoa.
To join Legado de Fantasma. So that I would look forward to that for sure. Yeah. But who knows? We don't know. I think stereotypical of them using Lucha House Party in that way. I don't think it was right. They should have exactly how they're doing with Santos Escobar. That's how they should have been treated. And I don't think they were, and they didn't get a chance to show what they can really do. And I think them joining them, oh God, yeah, they're just going to take over. No pun. But my high point, and you guys are going to laugh, is Leon Ruff versus Swerve. And I liked it. Now I know, reality of it. Swerve should have beat the shit out of Leon Ruff. Actually, anybody that's on that roster should have beat the shit out of Leon Ruff. They're making it, but it was a good match. That's the part I enjoyed. I didn't enjoy the fact that Swerve was cutting a promo and then Leon jumps him.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Didn't make sense. Yeah, but match-wise, I thought it was good. That's why I gave it a 3.
Alrighty. Overall, I gave NXT a 2.2 this week. Rick, what'd you give it?
You know what? Yo, Clay, we're going 3 for 3. I also gave it a 2.2.
Oh, wow. All right. Tony.
I gave it a 2.04.
All right.
Yeah.
So. All right. With that being said, it is now time for the SmackDown breakdown. For me, the lowest point had to be Natalya defeating Shayna Baszler. I'm just like, why are we doing this again? At the end of the story, the SmackDown and the Raw after WrestleMania is supposed to start new stories, but because we got WrestleMania Backlash, it looks like we're going to continue on with stories that just were meant to be. And you know what I'm going to be upset about is if everything that I picked for WrestleMania happens at WrestleMania Backlash, I should get my turn award taken away. That's what I'm going to say. So my lowest point was Natalya defeating Baszler. That's what I got to say. Clay, low points.
Jesus Christ.
My low point for SmackDown was Bianca Belair's victory party. Now, this whole thing, it was okay for the most part. I didn't really understand why the Street Profits was there. I get it that Montez is married to Bianca, but like we said, it should be her story. It should be her moment. Not really with the Street Profits. And I'm the BEST, and everybody needs that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, I get it. That's cool and all, but this was just kind of for me. Yeah. I gave it all 1. So that was my little.
And to add on to that, why is she the BEST now? Is done all over this too? Like, no, EST is over with. We're just gonna go BEST because that's actually a word. Shut up, stupid. Tony, what was your low point to SmackDown?
Yeah, it's the same thing. Natalya versus Shayna. Again, it looks like we're doing all this all over again instead of getting into something new. And that celebration with Bianca, it should have been just left for her, not with the Street Profits. We get it. I think everybody knows by now that Montez Ford is married to Bianca Belair. If you didn't know, well, you heard it here first. But at the same time, I think they kind of ruined it for her. she's a beautiful woman. Let her shine. Let her smile like you guys want her to, because she's got that $1 million smile. So let her do that. But yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah, no, I was just upset. Both of those got a 0.5 for me.
Wow.
Terrible.
I will say this. I thought Sasha's promo backstage was great. She didn't have to say anything. I thought it was awesome.
Terrible.
And I thought that Bailey made up for it. And Bailey was like, hey, you know what? She didn't say anything, so I should be next. And I loved it. I was like,
Bailey's
yes,
gold.
Bailey.
Gold.
Take your opportunity.
Yes.
But my highest points of SmackDown for me was the Dirty Dogs defeating the Street Profits. Now, it didn't make sense to have the Street Profits out there if they weren't going to win.
Mm-hmm.
But swerve alert, the Dirty Dogs defeated the Street Profits. So I gave that a 3. That was my highest point. Clay.
I also agree with you. I gave the Street Profits versus Rude Ziggler. I gave it a 3. Really enjoyed this match. The chemistry was kind of there for both these teams. And I didn't mind that the Street Profits lost, but I wish they would push and put a story on with Rude and Ziggler and have them do something at least with these tag titles. So I gave it a 3. And then Roman's promo also was. I really enjoyed Roman's promo at the beginning of this. I gave it a 2.5. Really enjoyed how
they played Cesaro.
Yes,
Yeah,
and even like going down, and then he's just like with Cesaro and going ramp. I thought that was pretty cool. So I gave it a 2.5.
Yeah.
All right, Tony, your high points to SmackDown.
Yeah, high point for me was just Jey Uso versus Cesaro. I liked it. Even though Seth Rollins had to get involved. It's me again. I want the
Hi, Dad.
I'm a dad. Jesus Christ.
Taking my stick.
Oh my God. But no, I gave it a 2.5. I just wasn't pleased with SmackDown because they followed what they shouldn't have done with the rest of the 3 shows of not following up after WrestleMania. They went along with it, and I was highly disappointed. Like I said, I was disappointed in the week of wrestling following WrestleMania. It's not like how it used to be. And I don't know, maybe it's because there weren't a crowd there. I don't know. But I was still disappointed.
Well, I have to tell you, I have to put something in the book, and that is Dolph's Belair braid. What the hell?
Yeah.
Why did you have that in your hair? I know you were trying to make fun of Bianca and get under the Street Profits, but come on, man, that looks stupid. So Dolph's, what was it? Dolph's Bianca's braid or Belair?
Dolph's Bianca braid.
All right, Dolph's Bianca braid. You just made the book.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
I also
that was
have to
ridiculous.
say, my overall for SmackDown, I gave it 2. Clay.
SmackDown, same 2.
Dang.
Wow, we are on a hot streak. 4 for 4. Tony.
I gave it a 1.56. Fuck SmackDown.
All right, that wasn't important. All right. What I do have to say before we go over the totals, Adnan Burke from Monday Night Raw. He's a new commentator for Raw. I asked the fans, what were your thoughts on him? 93% say he was bad. 7% said he was good. I don't think he was that bad.
I don't
thought
think
he was
that
pretty
bad.
good. He's coming from the NHL, MLB, ESPN. I thought he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pat
what about Pat
McAfee?
McAfee? Yeah.
On SmackDown, I mean, we
Got
all know
total
Clay
control, by the way.
was going crazy.
Like
for
now,
him,
you tell him what to do, or nobody's
can
going
tell
to be
him what
in
to
his ear.
do. Yeah. I thought he was okay. I know that
He wasn't bad.
He threw Michael Cole off when he said crap, snap, tap, crap. And Michael Cole was like, oh, he said crap?
God. I don't know what to say.
He didn't know what to do. So it was just stupid. Clay, what are your thoughts on Pat McAfee?
Oh, you already know, man. I was hyped for Pat McAfee on SmackDown. I was so happy to see him. I think he's right at commentary with Cole. And, let him go. Like, he made made this matches like intense. He was standing up. He was into the match. He was all in for it, and it makes it exciting. And that's what Pat McAfee does. Like, he made a punter for the Colts exciting to be ready for. It's just like that.
All right, Clay, wipe your mouth. All right, here we go.
So I thought for the first time he did a good job. So make it short and sweet.
All right, let's
a little
go
biased
over.
there, Clay.
Let's go over who won this week. Currently, I have NXT, SmackDown, Raw, and AEW. Tony, what do you got?
Yeah, I have Raw with a 2.09, NXT, AEW, and then SmackDown. SmackDown was just atrocious.
All right, Clay, what do you got?
I have the same. I have NXT, SmackDown, Raw, and AEW.
All right, so Tony doesn't matter. So with that being said, NXT is going over. So NXT will go up 1-0.
Damn.
All right, Tony, let's open up the book.
Yeah, for those that are new to the show, basically what we do is we put the most ridiculous things that happen in the week of wrestling, and we do it just to get a good laugh, because hey, even if you're having a bad day, you can skip up to this part of the show and you can get a good laugh anyways. But we prefer that you listen to the whole show and then you still get a laugh anyway. So, all right, we ready?
Yes, sir.
Coronavirus.
Stays.
Dragon breath.
Stays.
Roman's choppers.
That stays.
The way.
Stays.
AEW rankings.
That stays, but it may be coming out with Britt Baker playing with the rankings. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Tony's hatred for Sasha because she sucks.
I mean, Tony, I feel like you want Sasha to get released or something the way you act with her.
I do. She should have been the one released with the fuck out of
Jesus.
Fuck out of
Stays.
Damn. Clay stays. Heyman's googly eyes.
Heyman's googly eyes stay. I mean, Scarlett's better watch out. Her googly eyes may be
Clay's still trying to go back to his.
Yeah. What the hell?
No, you stay.
You know how to get out. You know how to get out. We gave you a clue already on how to get out.
Yeah. But Heyman's googly eyes better stay in that book because even this week of SmackDown,
he's getting worse and
the worst.
Morrison's cock-a-doo-to-doo.
That stays.
Sasha's ghetto laugh. It stays. And the new entrant into the book, Dolph's Bianca Braid.
That stays.
Definitely stays. All right, so that's it for the show. Right before we ride off into the sunset, though, we will be playing the 5-second shuffle. If you're new to this game, basically all I do is I play a song, an entrance song, for 5 seconds, and whoever's the first one to 5 wins. And right now, Rick is the so-called championship of that.
Dominating.
So he will be getting first dibs on whether he wants to go first or if Clay will go first. So, yeah, that's at the end, though. That's at the very end. So with that being said, I am your host, Tony Diaz, along with the $50 man,
Clay Cummings,
and the third wheel,
Rick Serrano the third.
Love, peace, and wrestling. We'll see y'all next week.
Peace out.
All right. So, Rick, you are the champions. You got the champion's advantage of either going first or passing it off to Clay.
I'm going to pass it to Clay.
Ooh, seems like I heard this before. All right. So, you ready, Clay?
Yep. Oh, shoot. I know this.
Yeah.
Jimmy Wing Yang.
Yes, it is. Jimmy Wang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit. Yes. That one. As soon as I heard it and saw it, I was like, I laughed. All right, Rick, this one's for you.
Yep.
A little difficult.
That sounds like a remix.
You got 5 seconds.
Is that The Fiend?
No, it's not The Fiend.
Okay.
It's not The Fiend. Clay, you can steal this one.
Is it Tatanka?
No, it is not Tatanka. Your hint, Rick, is Cruiserweight WCW.
Psychosis?
No, it is not Psychosis. Clay.
Juice and Thunder Liger.
It is not Juice and Thunder Liger. Another hint I can give, and this will be the last one. Cruiserweight champion WWE or WWF time. Sorry. Rick, this will be on you. You got 5 seconds.
Is Shane Helms?
No, it is not. Clay, you want the last whack before I reveal what it is? Nothing.
Jamie Noble?
No, it's not Jamie Noble. It is Billy Kidman.
Ooh, okay.
Billy Kidman. Yeah. So wait, who was that on? You, Clay, right?
That was on me.
That was on you?
me.
All right, so
Yeah.
what's the score? Sorry.
1-0, Clay.
Oh, 1-0? Oh, okay. All right, so Clay, this one is for you.
Okay. Batista.
Yes, Batista.
Yep.
2-0. 2-0. All right. Rick, this one's on you.
Bray Wyatt.
Bray Wyatt, yes. 2-1. 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as I heard that, I was like, if you don't get this, I don't know if you should be champion anymore. All right, so 2-1. Clay, this was on you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Elias?
It is not Elias. Rick for the steal.
Randy Orton.
It is Randy Orton. It's the acoustic version of Randy Orton. Yes.
I hear voices.
Yes, that's yeah, so apparently that's the acoustic version of Randy Orton. So it's tied up, right? 2-2?
Yep.
Okay, so it's on Rick.
Yep.
Whoa, Rick can take the lead with this one. Well, 5 seconds, Rick. 4, 3.
That is.
1.
I'm just gonna go with Boogeyman.
No, it is not. Clay for the steal and taking the lead.
The Brood.
No, it is not.
I have no idea.
It's not. Your clue is NXT star. NXT. 5 seconds.
Karrion Kross.
No, it is not. Clay, you want to take a stab?
Dexter Loomis?
No, it is not Dexter Loomis. All right, here's your last clue. I will go with he's actually from the UK. 5 seconds, right?
UK. William Regal.
No, it is not. Clay, last stab at this one.
Alexander Wolf?
No, it is Pete Dunne.
Oh.
Pete Dunne. So
Jesus.
all right, so that was for Clay, right? So this one's on.
That was on me. No, now it's on Clay.
It's on Clay now, but it's still tied 2-2, right?
2-2. Yep.
Okay. So Clay, this one's for you. Oh, sorry. That's a theme song for the main event. We won't do that one. All right. Here's another one. That's a good one too. This one's I can say this because it's not really giving anything away, but we've never had this one on the show before while playing this game. So you got 5 seconds.
Rob Van Dam.
No, it is not. Rick.
That is
5 seconds.
Sting.
No, it is not Sting. Here is your clue. He is a former UFC fighter. Clay. Goes right back on you.
Bobby Lashley?
No, it is not. Rick.
Dan Severn.
Yes, Dan Severn.
I've never heard of him.
You ever heard of Dan Severn?
No.
He's a monster, man. All right, so it's what, 3-2?
3-2.
And who's it on? It's on you, right?
Me.
It's all right.
Yeah, so Rick can be ahead by 2. Here you go.
Oh, come on.
You want to take a stab at it?
The Mountie.
The Mountie, yes. And just so you guys don't, I'm showing these guys because they can see, but right at the 5 seconds. So see it?
Yeah.
So that way, there's no advantage or anything. So yes, I was like, I knew that part was coming, and I was like, please let it be at 6 seconds at least. But it was right at 5. He says that. I'm like, seriously. So yeah. Rick is up 4-2. Yep. Clay, this one's for you. You can at least catch up, man. Ready?
Yep.
Do you want to take a stab at this one?
Brie Bella.
Brie Bella, yes. All right. Rick is still up 4-3. Rick, if you get this one, you retain your championship. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
This is it. Wow.
I'm going with The Headbangers.
Yes, the Headbangers.
It's like I won twice today or something.
Crazy. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like we play this game twice in one day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So we get twice the laugh. Is that what it is, Rick?
Yes.
We don't own the rights.